The first thing you find out about radio people is we have big mouths and get close to the microphone. That could be an expose for the Patriot-News with all the interest in genealogy, to find out whether that's Buffalo or not, okay? That might be a challenge. I want to thank John and David Newhouse and the rest of the staff of the Patriot. It really is a great honor to be here tonight. I've had a lot of friends at the Patriot over the years, many, many friends. Some of whom have passed on and are not with us tonight, but we go back a lot of years, and kibitzing tonight with George about bushes, and Sarah about nightclubs. It really is a lot of fun, and I know that I go back in the Sertoma Club to the most important guy in the organization, and that's Mike Morrow, the chief financial guy. Let's be honest, okay? Even though we're in the media. I was trying to put myself in the position being a father, and my kids are, I hope I get this right now, 26, 29, and 36, of what it would have been like that day that Sarah called to say that she had won Pulitzer. Can you imagine? I don't think as a father, not only could I not be prouder, I don't know that I'd ever be the same, and I know that Sarah won't. I was looking online today, Bob Woodward won his first. Well, as the lead reporter with the Washington Post for Watergate at age 30. So, Sarah, my gosh, you have so much to look forward to. This is just the beginning. This has been a tough thing for the Patriot-News. I don't think for a minute this Jerry Sandusky story was an easy one, and if you read every step of the way, particularly the day that there was the most in the paper, explaining why and how tough it was to get all this together and actually go through with it. Think about this for just a minute. Most of us knew Jerry Sandusky to be a guy who came to Harrisburg continually to work for good things in the community. So as the newspaper, you're about to expose more than anybody knows about this. I think you'd have to agonize, and the Patriot-News did. And that's the first thing that I love about them. It's called responsibility and integrity, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. There's kind of a caricature of disc jockeys where they get up and they come on and they act like they know everything in the news, and they're actually reading it out of the hometown paper. To a degree, that's real, that's me, okay? I'm there every morning reading the Patriot-News, but as John and David will tell you, I say reading from the pages of the Patriot-News, right? Okay. I try to plug as much as I can. I'm often asked when I go out, is the media biased? I'll tell you what the answer is. Absolutely, the media is biased, without question. Now, I'll tell you why. We all are biased. We're human beings. We all have biases. I used to weigh 400 pounds. How many years ago? 6 years? 6 years ago, actually, 400 pounds. Your image and your thought of me walking into this room that night would have been totally different. Because we all have our first thoughts of when we meet or see somebody. We all have biases. So it comes back to that integrity that we count on for Sarah and the rest of the reporters at the Patriot-News Company to put any biases they have aside. And I was telling Bob earlier tonight, and I see Charles over there, I think these guys do a real good job. When I get out and I talk, and I probably do more speaking engagements than all the other radio personalities in town put together. I'm a sucker for having a tough time saying no. But I run into liberals who think that the Patriot is a conservative rag. And then I run into conservatives who think that the Patriot is nothing but a bunch of liberal baloney. So here's the conclusion I've reached. The Patriot does a great job, because if you have both sides saying that, you must be doing the right thing in the middle. I'm one of these guys, I don't know, and I know that David Newhouse is about to embark on a new journey that takes him right down the line of digital media, and we in radio are faced with that as well. I don't know where the newspaper industry will end up, but I do know this, and I think most of you would agree with me. I don't want to live in a world without newspapers.
Yeah.
Because when you look at radio, we do a 3-minute local newscast. When you look at television, and you're going to hear from Megan shortly, they do a 30-minute newscast, but you know how short the packages are. Plus, we don't invest the resources in investigative reporting. We never have, and never will, like newspapers. So for that reason, I hope to God, and I know they won't ever disappear, and the Patriot-News, will remain strong forever. Congratulations to everybody at the Patriot-News, and thanks for having me this evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. David Newhouse.